Hello, I'm Zash, and welcome to episode 75 of my Steins Gate Let's Read. Joining me as always will be my co-reader, Faith. I have succeeded. My machinations have come to fruition, and I have brought about the downfall of the organization. Hold on, I need to get the door. Anyways, please enjoy this episode. Ocarin! Mayuri comes out of the ticket gate and walks up to me with unhurried stride. Doo-doo-doo. I didn't think you'd come all the way to the station to pick me up. Miyushi's surprised. I wouldn't want my hostage to get away. Yeah, me neither. So Miyushi's really happy. Hee hee hee. I don't quite understand, but whatever. Mayuri flashes a carefree smile, then walks ahead of me, almost skipping. So, what's in the bag? Mr. Braun gave it to me. It's a device that can measure the divergence of world lines. Wow, that sounds amazing. What's a world line? Aww. I smile wryly. Oh, telephone. From the assistant.
I found the key easily enough. Don't you think your security should be tighter? Should have thought about that before picking a fight with CERN, lol. Also, what's this frog that's been left with the key? Someone's bad taste? Only a maniac would put something that gross there. Actually, it scared the crap out of me, but keep that a secret, okay?
You're right. I was careless. I should have known better. Hey! You sent a message that wasn't a complete douchebag.
Hey! My goodness, Ocarin.
Mayuri, you really are a dummy. What am I doing? After I left Tanuji's house, I called Mayuri to ask when she would arrive in Akiba. Then I went to the station to pick her up. Anxiety still smolders within my heart. We managed to survive yesterday, but that doesn't guarantee our safety forever. It's entirely possible for Moeka to attack now, on the afternoon of the 14th. Maybe I'm being overprotective, but I still can't shake the image of Mayuri's death from my mind.
You're kinda deserving some overprotectiveness.
Yeah, I don't ever want to have to go through that again. Just a thought, Mayuri. But don't you think maybe we should stop coming to Akiba for a while? At least until Kamima ends. No response. Oh crap.
She's off somewhere.
I look to the side. Mayuri? Panicked, I scan the area and catch the sight of her wandering towards a newly opened shaved ice stand. Okay. Heart rate can return to normal. That ditz. Can't she tell how worried I am?
So you're the devoted type, huh?
Krisu is glaring at me with an iced coffee in her hand. We're in the lab, which appears to have become her second home. What's that supposed to mean? I'm sitting at the computer, searching for intel on the IBM 5100. Still don't know where it is. I went to Yanayubashi Shrine this morning, but alas, it wasn't there. Suzuha promised to get one to us somehow. Her gift to us from 1975. Without it, we can't hack into CERN's database, meaning we can't achieve divergence over 1%.
All of a sudden, you're treating Mayuri like a princess. Today you went to the station to meet her, you taste tested her lunch, and then you held her hand all the way back to the lab. That's cute, actually.
Ocarin really loves Mayushi. Hee hee hee. Did she have to tell Krisu of all people? Mayuri looks so carefree as she stuffs her cheeks with takoyaki. I'm pretty sure she's smiling not because of my love, but because of the takoyaki's deliciousness. Typical Mayuri. But seriously, did you have to tell Krisu?
So what's the deal?
I don't follow.
Are you a couple or what? I've been meaning to ask.
Do we look like a couple?
Oh god, yeah.
Kinda sorta to the outside world.
Yeah. Huh? Well,
Just what sort of delusions does this girl have? You know, Okarin and Miyushi have been friends since we were little.
I have no idea what that's supposed to say.
Miyushi's really happy now. Don't talk with your mouth full.
So, you're not a couple. Oh. Well, of course. No one would willingly date Okabe after all.
You disappoint me, Christina.
Huh? What are you talking about?
You have finally revealed your true nature. I saw how your eyes lit up at the first hint of romance. You're nothing but a filthy mainstream girl. I bet you like to eat chocolate with your girlfriends and giggle about the latest celebrity love affair. Absurd. This lab has no need of the puppies and flowers in your head. It feels strange to be spewing this Chunibyo nonsense again after what I've been through. Is my innocent lost forever?
No, probably. What the hell are you on about, you self-proclaimed mad scientist Junibyo nutcase?
It's been a long time since I've argued with Kurisu like this, too. The thought brings a sudden pang of loneliness. After failing to save Mayuri, I sought help from this genius girl. Even though her words at times were harsh, she supported and encouraged me to the end. But now, all of that has vanished along with the time we spent with Suzuha. Thank you for your help, Kurisu. I silently give her my sincere gratitude. Ellipses. I finished typing on the X68000's keyboard and sigh, and turned to the divergence meter sitting on the shelf. The display reads 0.40943%. What does that mean?
The universe is like this piece of yarn. Countless possible world lines exist side by side, branching out to infinity. When the meter reads over 1%, you've made it to the beta world line. If you escape the alpha attractor field and reach the beta world line, then the result will change. Reach 1% divergence, and you'll save Shina Mayuri.
Then, does that mean I haven't saved her?
Yeah.
Divergence is still less than 1%. Is the world still converging on Mayuri's death? It can't be. It can't be. I mean, nothing happened yesterday. Mayuri's here safe and sound. So nothing will happen to her. It won't. I want to believe that, but the doubt within my heart is growing, thick and black. I can hardly think about anything else now. No matter how hard I stare at it, the numbers on the meter doesn't change a digit. So far, reading Steiner has only activated after we sent a past-changing D-Mails. What about when I time leap? The vertigo I feel when I time leap might be caused by reading Steiner. Or maybe it's just a side effect of the memory transfer. It's impossible to know. In any case, I've prepared for the worst. I've already set the time leap machine's timer to send my memories 3 hours into the past. And with Daru's help, I found a remote for the 42-inch TV downstairs. Our previous phone wave, name subject to change, experiments made a hole in the floor. Instead of fixing the hole, I made it bigger. The 42-inch CRT is right under the hole, so if I point the remote at the hole and press power button, the TV turns on. That's handy.
Yeah?
Now, should things go wrong, I can time leap at a moment's notice. And I also have future gadget number 4, Moed Snake, on hand, in case of emergency.
Okabe,
Krisus enters the development room.
didn't you say we weren't going to experiment with the time leap machine?
This is just in case.
In case what?
Ellipses. I don't want to answer that. I keep praying that my fears will not be realized. It's okay. Everything will be okay. They don't attack yesterday, so they won't attack today. At the very least, we've changed Mayuri's fate. But still, I can't help but pray. Please, let Mayuri be safe. Please, don't let anything happen. My prayers go unanswered. Well, here we go again. The door slams open. 5 men burst into the lab. I recognize them, the Rounders. They aim their guns at us. I freeze. Despair seizes my heart. My worst fears have come true. It's happening exactly the same as before. Only this time, Suzuha isn't here to save us. Hands in the air! Nobody move! Even the dark-skinned man's words are the same. Eventually, the unpleasant clack of heels echoes down the hallway.
Ellipses.
We haven't had Moika for a while. Moika-san?
We're taking the time machine.
I suppress my terror and grab Mayuri's arm. Don't move! The crew-cut man says something he hasn't before.
Mikise Kurisu, Okabe Rentaro, Hashida Itaru. The 3 of you will come with us. You cannot resist.
You will be assimilated.
Come with us. You have nowhere to run. We have men stationed throughout Akihabara.
What do I do? Should I use my concealed Moed snake right now? Use it and then time leap? But Mayuri hasn't been killed yet. There's a chance she might not be killed on this world line. Hey, you! The crew-cut man points his gun at me. My heartbeat jumps up. Cold sweat breaks out all over my body. I said, hands in the air! I've only raised my left. What are you hiding? I have to use it. I don't know how to do that. Yeah. Ah! Something. Exclamation points! Loud noises! I swallow my fear and activate Moed Snake. White smoke instantly fills the room, rendering it impossible to see. The Rounders won't be able to aim through this. I have to time leap while it lasts. I grab Mayuri's arm and fumbles through the smoke towards the development room.
Shoot them.
I hear the sound of guns firing wildly behind me. Ah!
Oh no!
Suddenly, Mayuri's arm gets heavy. I trip forward and land on my face. Miyu! Our hands were separated in the fall. I grope around and soon find her slender hand. Oh, Kurt. Mayuri's feeble whisper reaches my ears. Was she hit? The Rounder's blind shot hit Mayuri? It hurts. Mayuri's voice quickly fades away. Strength drains from my fingers. Mayuri, come on, get up. But Mayuri doesn't answer. I'm sorry, Mayuri. Once again, I've failed to save you. I thought I'd succeeded, but I was wrong. I hear my teeth grinding in my head.
Stop! Stop!
Don't shoot me! I hear Krisu and Daru screaming as this gunfire continues. Ugh! A sharp pain flares at the top of my head.
Ooh, that's lucky.
I press down with my hand. It comes away soaked with blood. Well, he can't die for another 10 years.
Yeah. Well, on the previous world line, he couldn't.
True. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Feels like someone took a saw to my skull. My ears are ringing. I stumble. I can't stand up straight. I need to get to the time leap machine. I squeeze Mayuri's limp hand one last time, then crawl to the development room, fumble for the headgear, and put it on. I point the remote at the hole and press the power button. The TV turns on downstairs. I can hear people laughing on the screen. Target A, Target C, secured.
Run, Okabe! Run!
Shit! I clench my fists in frustration. The time leap machine is already activated. The discharge phenomenon has started. The floor begins to shake. Once again, I leap to the past.
So he gets another day, but that's all.
Yep, 1 day more.
Why did that change a day?
Probably with less evidence, it took them longer to track him down. Ah! The world collapses, then reforms. Once again, I feel that odd numbness behind my eyes. The pain at the top of my head is gone. I wipe the sweat off my brow and look around. I can't see the Moat snake's vapor anymore. The air is clear. Krisu is reading a Western book, like usual. Mayuri is playing a handheld game while eating a banana. Daru isn't here. I recall he said he was going out somewhere. I quickly swallow my words. Okarin? You want a banana too? When I wave my hand no, Mayuri tilts her head quizzically, then goes back to her game. I sink into the sofa and close my eyes. Somehow, I resist the urge to scream in frustration. I have to think. I erased our memories with Suzuha. I changed the world line, but it wasn't enough? No, it wasn't. The divergence meter still reads 0.4%. How do I get above 1%?
Lots of stuff.
Wait. If I try to solve the problem alone, it'll just end the same way. We are learning, Okabe! I need to consult Krisu. Krisu! Come with me a second. I lead her out of the lab. We sit on the bench in front of the building. Suzuha's bicycle is still absent. Well, it's sitting in front of Mr. Braun's house.
Yeah. What is it? You don't normally say my name so normally.
Krisu frowns at her own words.
That came out weird. It does.
Please, help me.
Now, this is a shot. I never thought I'd hear those words from you. You have a fever?
No jokes. I seriously need your help.
You time leaped, didn't you?
I nod. How much do you know?
How much do I know about what?
How about Suzuha being John Titor?
Eh?
Krisu gives me a blank stare.
It never even occurred to me.
Ellipses. When we prevented Suzuha from leaving on August 9th, she ended up staying until August 13th. But that outcome was changed by my last D-mail. What happened during those 4 days on this world line? That is a good question.
Yeah.
Have you finished the time leap machine? That is also a very good question.
Yeah? What are you talking about? I finished it yesterday after an all-nighter, remember? When did you leap from?
8 p.m. tonight. It looks like I'll have to explain everything all over again. Well, by the end of this visual novel, he'll be very good at explaining what happened.
Yeah, he'll have it down to an art form.
I told her about Mayuri's many deaths and about what happened to Suzuha and Moeka. I also gave her a summary of what Suzuha told me about the structure of the universe. Krisu does not appear to doubt my story.
So basically, you win if you get the IBN 5100 back.
Krisu sums up what I told her.
This is just a guess, but maybe you should look at what Amane-san said from the opposite angle. Think the critical change takes place when you get the IBN 5100 and erase the data in CERN's database. That instant is most likely when you'll achieve divergence over 1%.
The problem is where the IBN 5100 is now.
You've already found it once. That is, if your memories are real. If you can get back to the world line where you first obtained it, then isn't it bound to return to you?
I see. You're right. The IBN 5100 was at the lab, and then it suddenly disappeared.
You threw a fit about that earlier. I remember thinking, oh god, Okabe's finally lost his ability to distinguish fantasy from reality.
Thanks. You're such a wannabe American. What do you mean, oh god? Oh, I get it. Christian is a Christian.
Oh,
Puns!
oh God.
Krisu looks at me in disdain as soon as those words leave my lips.
That's terrible.
I regret it too.
Even Okabe regrets it. You never do.
No, There are no regrets for puns.
I never do either. So.
This is no time for puns. So, Christina, let me see if I understand what you're saying. The changes we made to the world line, namely all the D-Mails we've sent, must be reversed. That will return us to the world line where I found the IBN 5100 at Yanyobashi Shrine. From what I've experienced so far, I'm confident that the IBN 5100's disappearance from the lab wasn't due to theft. After all, I was sleeping at the lab, and whenever I wasn't around, another lab mem was. That lab was occupied every hour of the day. Unless a lab mem was the thief, because we did have one turncoat so far, Moeka, though I don't think she was ever alone in the lab.
I don't think so.
But everyone else is a suspect. Except for us. And Mayuri, probably.
And Mayuri, probably.
It would have been impossible for someone to steal that heavy computer without anyone noticing. It makes more sense to assume that a D-Mail caused us to diverge from the world line where I found the IBN 5100 at Yanyobashi Shrine.
It's still a hypothesis. I only came to that conclusion based on your explanation. If you're mistaking your facts, deceiving me, or shooting off delusions, then this hypothesis will fail.
Well, we're not doing any of that.
Yeah.
This assistant of mine has no confidence in me at all.
You can't just blindly follow this hypothesis either. You may have a safety net, but if you get careless and leave yourself without a way out, then you'll never get another chance to save Mayuri.
Ellipses. I know that. I'd ask for Suzuha's opinion too, if she were here. But on this world line, she traveled to 1975 on the night of August 9th. There's no way I can speak to her now.
Why did the IBN 5100 disappear? Which of the D-Mails caused its disappearance? Figure that out and you're well on your way to finding the solution.
What I don't understand is how we delayed the timing of Mayuri's death exactly 24 hours.
Yeah, that's weird. True, that is interesting. Maybe it's related to the change in divergence. It could be the butterfly effect. If that's the case, any trivial change could produce a significantly deviant result.
Ellipses. There's a bad joke in there about deviants, but I'm not going looking for it.
No, let's leave that one alone.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's important to act with discretion. Don't do anything careless. Your death, Okabe, is the worst thing that could possibly happen. Aww.
Oh.
Christina's heart grew 3 sizes.
Oh, no, it's also Okabe's the only one who can see the changes in divergence, so if he dies...
So she's still a Grinch, never mind.
If he dies, they're all boned.
You say that. You're probably the only person who can remember previous world lines. If you die, then consider Mayuri dead for good.
And also, we're dead.
Yeah, and also you're dead. I think he'd take being dead if it meant Mayuri lived, though. Don't die. Okay?
I think he would take, he dies as long as any of the lab mems are... As long as the lab mems don't die. Like, I get the vibe of he'd take a bullet for any of them, except maybe Moeka.
Yeah.
And that's just a maybe.
Except maybe Moeka. He's a good kid, he is.
You're not worried about me, are you?
What? Don't be ridiculous. Why should I care? I'm not worried about you, okay? Don't get the wrong idea.
Sundari stock line 248.
Yeah, basically. She's like reading from a manual of how to make a tsundere character. Jesus Christ.
Well, she is an at-channeler.
Well, I just don't want to lose a valuable test subject, that's all. Yeah. That brain of yours has accumulated memories spanning world lines and time leaps. It's a precious sample that can rewrite the history of neuroscience.
Yeah.
Sure. I want to map your brain and find out just what's going on in there.
So she wants to pick his brain.
I'm sure she wants to pick more than his brain at this point. In other words, your time leaping helps me too. After all, the time leap machine is the fruit of my research, so to speak, and I...
Calm down.
Ellipses.
Yep, she's pouting again.
She is.
Krisu turns away with a sour expression. This assistant of mine can be quite difficult sometimes. Anyway, I consider her hypothesis. In order to return to the world line where I found the IBN 5100 at Yanyabashi Shrine, we need to cancel all the D-mails we sent so far. The theory is sound, and I've got nothing else to go on. I checked the clock. It's 6:42 p.m. Do you know where your children are? Only 1 hour until Moeka's raid. I decide to time leap once more to the afternoon of the 13th, just before the time leap machine is complete. Christina, I'm going to give this plan of yours a shot.
Oh. Great.
Sadly, I know that is the pen name of a hentai artist.
Oh god. Well, this is Christina.
I take Krisu's hand and grasp it firmly. You've been a great help. Sorry for the trouble.
Don't apologize, dummy. It's confusing. And besides, I don't even remember helping you before. How are you going to take responsibility for this?
By saving Mayuri. Why is she getting mad at me? I just don't understand her. She likes you.
I wish I could remember too. Then I'd always have something to rub your nose in. Does that mean you want to call her?
You really have an awful personality.
You're one to talk.
With that, I leap 28 hours into the past.